Hey guys, this video is all about sensory circuits and how you can use them in your homes with your children. Sensory circuits are a great way to both energise and settle children into the day. The circuits encourage the development of a child's sensory processing skills. It's a good way of supporting children if they struggle to focus. It supports them to get ready for the day of learning or just the day ahead. I've adapted the activities in the sensory circuit that we use at school so that you can use them in your home, as I know that you might not have the equipment that we do have in schools. There's 3 areas in sensory circuits. There are alerting, which is the warm-up, organising, which is the main exercises, and then calming, which is the cool-down. We're going to go into a little bit more detail of each of those areas further on in the video. The first area is alerting. This area prepares the child's brain for learning, providing stimulation in a controlled way. It warms up and wakes up the body. It also develops skills, builds up body awareness, and has sensory feedback. Some of these activities can be exciting for our children, so it's best to limit how long you spend on these activities to avoid overstimulation. Let's have a look at some of the activities in this area. Okay, so these activities are for the first area, which is alerting. So again, I've adapted these activities so that you can use them in your home. So ideally, we want a gym ball. If you haven't got a gym ball, we can use cushions. So the idea is you want to get your child to sit on the gym ball with their feet on the floor, and you want to encourage them to bounce up and down, like so. So you can hold their hands and help them bounce up and down, or you can support the ball if needed. If you haven't got a ball, it's not a problem. Get some cushions. Again, you want to make sure your child's feet are on the floor, and again, just encourage them to bounce up and down on the cushions. You can do this about 10 times. That is fine. Then another activity we've got is step-ups. Now, in Wild Forest, we use a bench for this. I haven't got a bench, so I'm just going to use a cushion. And you just want to encourage your child to step on the cushion and step off the cushion, 1 foot at a time. So again, you can model this, or you can support them with your hands, and encourage them onto the cushion, and then encourage them off the cushion. 10 times again for that activity. The next activity we can do are some stretching and some squeezing and rolling activities. So I found things that you might have in your home. So if you've got some balls, encourage your child to roll the ball in their hand. All these activities you might model first to support your child. You can then roll the ball up and down their arms too. The next one is another rolling one. You can use beads. You can roll the beads in your hand, in your child's hands. They might like the sound of the beads that they make, so you can move them up to their ears, and they will like the feeling in their hands too. The next one we've got is stretching. We use slime sometimes at school for the child to stretch out. Got a slinky here that do the same job. Get them to stretch it out and bring it back in. You could hold one side and your child could hold the other and stretch that too. If you haven't got slime or a slinky, just use a sock. Every house has socks, so you want to stretch the socks out and bring them back in. And encourage your child to do this about 10 times. And then you can also use stress balls or a squishy and get them to squeeze. You can get them to change hands and squeeze into each hand. And the last activity in this area is jumping. We use trampettes at school and get them to jump on the trampette. I haven't got a trampette here, so I'm going to use a cushion. So I'm going to stand on the cushion and I'm just going to jump on the spot. And again, you can encourage your child to do this by holding their hands. Okay, so that's all the activities in this area. Let's now move on to the next area, which is the main activity in organising. Okay, so now we're ready for the second area, which is the main area, organising. This area is all about organising the body, focusing on motor sensory processing, balance, attention, timing and coordination. So let's have a look at the activities in this area, organising. Here are the activities for the organising section. So if you've got a gym ball, that's great. If not, we can use cushions. So you want to encourage your child to lie over a ball or over the cushions on their front So their hands are one side and their feet the other. And you want to just encourage them to roll forwards and back on the ball or the cushions. And you want to try and get your child to roll as far forward as they're happy to try and get their feet to come off the ground. So you can support them by holding around their waist to help with that rolling forwards and back motion. If you haven't got a ball, it's not a problem, you can use the cushions. And again, forwards and back, forwards and back. You will have to support a little bit more with the cushions as we haven't got the feeling of the ball moving underneath the child, so you'll have to help with that feeling. The next activity is stepping stones. In school we've got some lovely circle stepping stones that make a noise when the child stands on them. I'm just going to use cushions, so I'm just going to lie some cushions out in the room that I'm using. You can use different shapes and different sizes of cushions. You might want to use some bean bags as well, and you're just going to get your child to step on and off each cushion. You can do it in a circle or you can do it in a zigzag. And your child, after a few goes of doing this with your support of holding their hand, they'll find their own route and they'll go on the cushions that they choose themselves. Okay, and then another activity is all about balancing. At school we use a bench. I haven't got one, so I'm going to use a tie. You can use string, ribbon, anything that makes a nice straight line. And you're going to encourage your child to put one foot in front of the other at a time and just walk in a nice straight line, staying on the object that you've put out on the floor. So you can help support this by holding their hands or helping them move their feet one in front of the other. And then the last activity in this area is throwing. So you can use a ball and just play catch with your child or roll. Or if you want to make it a little bit trickier for your child and help them with their focus and attention skill, then if you get buckets or baskets, whatever you've got in your house, and some balls, and get them just to throw them into the target, like so. If you haven't got balls, it's not a problem, just use a pair of socks, they work the same, and get them to throw them into a target or a bucket or a basket. Okay? So finally, let's go on to the last area, which is calming. And now we go to the final area of sensory circuits, which is calming. This area supports the child to cool down and feel calm after lots of sensory input. It helps them get ready for the next activity of the day. So the activities in the calming section are to get your child to come right down and relax. So the first activity, you want to get your child to lie flat on the floor on their stomach, and then you want to get a ball. It can be a gym ball or it can just be a smaller ball, and you want to just roll the ball up and down over their back and their legs and applying a little bit of pressure as you're rolling it up and down their back and their legs. Okay, so that's the first activity. Second one is hand massage. So you want to get some hand cream and just rub it into their hands and up and down their fingers and on the backs of their hands. Okay? You can encourage your child to lie down on the floor, cuddling their favourite teddy, or you can use a nice cuddly blanket to put over them to encourage them to lie down and calm. Or you may have a bean bag that you can put over them, or a weighted blanket as well. They like to feel that comfort while they are calming. And if you are struggling to get your child to lie down, then you can sit with them, sit them on your lap, and you can cradle your child forwards and back, side to side, rocking them just to get them to calm and come back down to that calm level. And the last activity is massage. So again, getting your child to lie on their front and giving them a massage on their back. I have uploaded another video called Pizza Massage, so that's a good massage that you can use, and another teacher has already uploaded a massage video called Dinosaur Massage, which you can use that as well. Okay guys, so that's all the information about sensory circuits. Hopefully you've got enough activities there to be getting on with in your homes. At school we do put a song to each area, just so it motivates the children and also it gives them a key of when the area has started and finished. So in the alerting area we have Pharrell Williams' Happy. In the organising area we listen to Black Eyed Peas, I've Got a Feeling, and in the calming we have calming guitar music. So you can put those on and that will help your child as well know when each activity is started and finished. I would pick 2 or 3 activity out of each area and spend 10 times on each area, so 10 times rolling on the ball before 10 times jumping on the cushion. I've made a sheet summarising all the information that I have given you in this video, so if you would like that as well, if you let your teacher know and then they can email that across to you. Thank you, bye!